drop for real. Over the top for real. Over the top for real. Over the top, checking the stock. It's about to pop for real.
On today wrestling, Undisputed Wrestling Podcast. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Crazy week of wrestling. We're just gonna go back to day one. Day one, we saw. Right before the show, we heard the unfortunate news that Roman Reigns has tested positive for COVID. He was supposed to face Lesnar for the Universal Championship at day one. It was the most high anticipated match of all time. We saw Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the past, and people was really excited to see the new version of Reigns against his babyface Brock Lesnar. For the Universal title. Unfortunately, that match didn't happen due to the Reigns tested positive for COVID. We were shocked. The whole world was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, man, this is crazy. So due to that, Brock Lesnar was added to the Fatal 5-Way with Big E, the champion, against Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and now the Beast of Conor, Brock Lesnar, which was a Fatal 5-Way. Day one was an awesome pay-per-view, except for the ending for me and my band. They kicked things off with the SmackDown Tag Titles with the Usos and New Day. It was a good match. Can't wait for that match to happen. We saw the Usos retain their titles. Then we saw RK Bro retain their Raw Tag Team titles against the Street Profits. The Migos made their appearance. They had a good time, and RK Bro was on its already. They did a really cool tag team, and hopefully they go with the titles very longer. It was pretty cool to see that as well. We saw the WWE Championship. We saw Edge versus The Miz. It was a good match. Maurice kept on interfering. Then we saw a special appearance by Beth Phoenix. Yeah, I said, you heard right, Beth Phoenix. I was like, wow, Beth Phoenix is really part of it. And they announced it in a following episode of Raw. It's now official. It will be Edge and Beth Phoenix going against Maurice and The Miz at the Royal Rumble Miz Tag Team match. I can't wait for that. Edge wanted due to the distraction the Miz got from Beth Phoenix. And that was a good match. And let's go to the main event, Fatal 5-Way. We finally get to see Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. A little tense of it. It was a good match. Bobby Lashley speared Brock Lesnar through the barricade. It was just an awesome match. And then unfortunately, Brock Lesnar won. He won the WWE Championship. I kind of knew it was going to happen, but I think Big E deserves better. I think everybody can agree with me. I think Seth Rollins should have won, or Big E, or Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar won the WWE title, and he's now the WWE champion. It was shocked. The whole world was shocked. I was shocked. The Raw after day one, we saw Brock Lesnar open up the show with Paul Heyman. We haven't seen Paul Heyman since Roman Reigns turned his back on him to basically tell Paul Heyman that he knew that Paul Heyman, Paul Heyman got this on himself. Paul Heyman basically saying that Roman Reigns won when we go out and we got COVID, and I thought that was pretty crazy. We saw later that night we saw a Fatal 4 that was supposed to happen with Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Big E, and Kevin Owens. It was a good match. Bobby Lashley, hear me right? We finally. I know y'all been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Finally, you can see Brock Lesnar against Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. So excited. Can't wait to see. Is it? Basically, Bobby Lashley won, so it's official. It'll be Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. A dream match. Guys, I've been waiting for this for a long time since Bobby Lashley returned it to WWE back in 2018. This is how long I've been waiting for this match. We're finally going to get it. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. This match should have happened, but it finally happened, and I'm glad it's finally happening. My early prediction, I want Bobby Lashley to beat Brock Lesnar. I think Bobby Lashley is second run. I think Lesnar, he had his run, but Bobby Lashley won. It was a great show, it was really a great show. And going to SmackDown. SmackDown, we saw the return of Roman Reigns. The first time he'd been up there, he was medically cleared the day before Friday Night SmackDown to return because, he just had COVID and now over it. So it kicked off with Reigns basically saying that he missed it all, this opportunity, and Brock was interrupting him. And Brock was the posable challenge of title versus title, champion versus champion. But everything could change at the Rumble as Brock Lesnar will be defending his WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley. My eyes, man, I don't want to see the match. I honestly don't want to see it. I don't want to see it at all. I think other superstars should get the other spotlight. I really don't want to see Reigns versus Lesnar title for title. That just makes things even worse. It's the same match. We already seen it. There's been the cover call. They had a huge altercation, battle wars between those two, and basically Paul was basically saying how he protected Reigns. He protected Reigns because he loved him and stuff like that. And it was a pretty crazy show. At the end of the show, we saw Reigns, Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville had to make an announcement to find out who is next Roman Reigns' opponent. And then at the end of the show, we hear a Shield knock. And like I saw in the video, it is true. Seth Rollins will be facing Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship. I cannot believe this match is happening. I wasn't expecting stuff. I was honestly expecting somebody whack that didn't deserve, like Sami Zayn. I'm so happy, Seth though, so happy. I'm hoping that Seth Rollins can win. Therefore, we're going to have to see this Reigns and Lesnar match. We don't want to see it. But hopefully we get this Rollins versus Reigns match for the Universal Championship. And it's official. It's happening. I don't know why I said hopefully we get it, because we are going to get it. It's awesome. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And it's just awesome. Their history and Rollins and Reigns. We saw, they've been teasing us this match since Backlash of last year. So we definitely going to be getting it, and it's awesome. Also in the Rumble match, I'm not going to say who's in it because I respect people. They do want to keep it as a surprise. So if y'all like to see it, go to WWE.com/Rumble to see all the participants. Go on Wikipedia, got the whole list. I'm just saying one of the names that will be up there. Shabba referring to herself with WWE, the Knockouts Women Champion of Impact. Mickie James is going to be up there. Forbidden Door, WWE has opened it. I can't wait to see what happens. It's awesome. Hope y'all like this podcast. As always, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, it's Dark Chocolate. Subscribe to my YouTube channels at Eric Wooten. One of the other ones is Eric the Creator. Peace out. I'm going to have more AEW and SC news. See y'all. And as always, keep it tight.
Giving my all to any